It's Nerf or nothing. Hi again. Today we're going to be talking about a channel that you might have heard in the news called ItsAryaz. That's ItsAryaz with a Z. Kind of like Wild Spartans, except this channel is infinitely worse than Wild Spartans, and he didn't give me a shout out.
Thanks again for that, Brandon.
ItsAryaz is a prank channel with around 670,000 subscribers, and like I mentioned, you might have seen him in the news for throwing water into people's faces in one of his videos, and I wouldn't blame you if you assumed that prank was fake, and it very well might be, but that specific prank was in the news because he did it in London, where acid attacks are becoming a more and more serious threat. So if this video is fake, then it's probably for the best. The video got removed by YouTube for its policies against harassment and bullying, and the video in general is just kind of insensitive and takes advantage of the whole thing. To be fair, he didn't title the actual video with acid attack prank or something like that. That would have made this like a billion times worse. And as I may or may not have said, there's a good chance that it's fake because YouTube pranks, but if it's not fake, then it's harassment. Either way, ItsAryaz is still kind of a piece of shit. Now specifically in this prank, he fills cups with water and he throws them in strangers' faces. And debatably even worse than this prank was Aryaz's now deleted response to the backlash, in which he decided to pretend that he was the victim in all of this. Let's have a look-see, why not?
So I've been doing this for about 3 years now. I've been doing pranks and just, YouTube in general for about 3 years. I've never once come across nothing about community guidelines, strikes, none of that, okay?
You know, that is kind of surprising. The fact that you've managed to go this long and get such a big following doing these kinds of videos without YouTube getting on your head faster. That kind of hurt. I forgot that this was the plastic side of the thing. Oh well, but with the kind of videos, titles, and thumbnails that you have, I would have guessed that you've had a couple run-ins with community guidelines, or at least demonetization. At least a few, but hey, what happens, happens. But seriously, just look at some of the titles of your other videos. The titles go a little something like this: pantsing people, eating people's food, smacking people's drinks, pouring ketchup on people's shoes, stepping on people's shoes, and so much more great content. This man has such a promising and varied video history that I can't wait to pick apart. We'll be looking at that later though. Right now, let's get back to that shit tier response he made to the backlash.
And so yesterday, my video throwing water on people's faces went viral and the media caught up on it. I got Daily Mail, Daily Star, Independent, The Sun, all of the media companies literally slandering my name for literally a prank that was meant to be funny, and a lot of people found it funny, and all I've done in the prank was literally pour water in a cup, a Subway cup, and I threw it on a couple people's faces.
Just because some people found you harassing strangers in public funny doesn't mean it's okay. Many more people thought you were acting like a complete shithead for what you were doing in that video and a whole lot other of your videos. It's good content, and the media isn't slandering you. They are saying what you did in that video. Maybe I'll give you that they were misrepresenting how you marketed that video. You didn't put acid attack prank in the title anywhere, and while I don't experience it personally over here in America, the fear of it being an acid attack seems very real over in England. And you doing that kind of thing where you splash unknown liquids on people's faces probably caused them at least momentary panic, just for your stupid little video.
Which they found it as a joke. Cool. That's not the point. Yes, I accept that I shouldn't have done it at this moment of time, but, and I accept all the comments and stuff that's been said about me. I've been getting a lot of interviews, radio, like, proposals. There's people hollering me like, yo, come and talk to you about it, come and talk to you about it.
Ah! That's such a sick humble brag, bro. You're getting all this attention and acknowledgement for being a public nuisance. Hell yeah!
And I'm thinking, hold on, have you guys not seen all my videos? If you're trying to say like one video offended you guys, then all my videos will literally like anal you guys. You put lube on it and anal you.
If this is your attempt at trying to help your case, it's not working. Just because this was the one that got backlash, because it was the one that managed to get out of the bubble of people that watch your videos and think that there's nothing wrong with them.
The video was literally of me dashing a cup of water on people's faces.
You're also doubling down that your pranks are real, so I'm gonna treat the majority of yours like they are, except for that Flash game one, because I'm almost certain that's fake. If that one's real too, feel free to correct me. And if you're trying to say that this is a thing you do on the regular for your videos, and if we have a problem with this specific video where you're throwing water in people's faces, then we should also have a problem with the rest. Well, guess what? You're in luck, because I do have a problem with them. You know what? Why don't we have a random look at one of these? Just gonna go throw a dart at his videos page real fast. Yeah. Alright, looks like we got, smacking people's drinks part 3. Well, no use stalling except for watch time. Let's jump right into this.
What's going on, guys? Today, I'm doing smacking people's drink prank part 3. Obviously, you guys killed the first and second one, so I thought, you know what? Let me do a part 3 for you guys, alright? If you guys want to see a part 4, let's try to smash 100,000 likes. And I'll do that for you guys, no problem.
How about you do a second take of that for us? One where you don't stop halfway through your sentence. This is a nitpick and admittedly not a really big deal at all, but you've already made me not like you very much, so I don't really care.
Before I get into the video, if you guys like the tracksuit I'm wearing throughout the video, it's called ItsAryaz, my clothing line. So if you want to check it out, use my discount code ItsAryaz, 15% off. And yeah.
Fix your audio! It sounds worse than mine, and I'm in a literal echo chamber. There's no acoustic foaming in here. Tell whoever is recording your videos to stop deep throating more.
Run.
See, I don't understand why you blurred the face of the guy whose drink you knocked out of his hand, but not the guy standing next to him. In theory, they're both technically strangers, and if you're gonna blur one's face out, why not the other as well? It's still not funny, and you're still just being a prick in public.
Also, your audio was still shit in this scene. Run.
So far, I've gathered two things from your videos. You do shitty things to other people in public for them, and not only are the things you do in those videos shitty, but the production quality of those videos is shitty as well. Your audio in this video, at least, sounds like a walrus gargling nails, and your camera's out of focus quite a bit, and that's coming from me. My camera gets out of focus whenever I flail my arms. You know what? Just look at the brilliant camera work in this shot. Pretty much done making fun of that catastrophe. Let's take a look at that original video that managed to piss off the most amount of people.
Oh shit! Hey, yo,
Okay, memes aside for just a second, can you imagine throwing water into strangers' faces who have no idea what said liquid that just got thrown in their faces, in a place where acid attacks are a serious fear and a rising threat, and then after splashing the stranger in the face with an unknown liquid to them, you tell them to chill? Man, I thought my existence was sad, but this guy's life is the most pitiful thing I've ever seen. Watching him get beat up was kind of cathartic in a way. Not saying that I wish for him to get beat up. In fact, I actually just hope he learns from this situation, like most people I make videos on, but I do hope they come out of these ordeals genuinely better people, or at least that they've learned something from them. But aside from that, now that we've looked at the video, it's got people riled up. To get an idea of what it's about, let's take a little more of a look at that lousy attempt at a response.
You're crying over one video that was a joke and was not even meant to be for like these old, boring people.
Yep, the people who are criticizing you are just old, boring, and don't get it. Yep, that's totally what it is. Definitely. You sure aren't missing the point. These old, boring geezers just don't understand comedy today. You're totally not just being a snack stain on the planet.
YouTube has actually gone and listened to these people and prioritized them, gone ahead and removed the video and striked my channel.
Yeah, good. You pointed out that you've been making videos like these for a while on the platform, and it's a wonder that you didn't have a run-in with YouTube community guidelines sooner.
And there are videos on YouTube of bombings and stabbings and pornography which has not been deleted yet, and I've seen it myself. But no, just because my videos get a couple attention, what, you want to like delete it and strike my channel for it?
On a side note, I do kind of like this hoodie. Just putting it out there in case anybody wanted to know. I'm gonna go back to the face cam footage now.
If some of the stuff that you make is actually real and not just fake pranks, then it's harassment. Throwing stuff at their face, taking their food, that's not a prank, that's a crime. Ya silly goose you. Now if it is fake, that's actually good. And you can disregard a couple things that I've said about you in this video, and it also means that there's not actual strangers that you put through this kind of fear, which would be much preferable to the being actual victims of this. And like I said a couple times throughout this video, there is a good chance that it's fake, because YouTube pranks. But if these pranks are fake, you should definitely be using it as your out in this situation, not doubling down on the notion that these pranks are real. So that's why I'm treating a lot of them like they are real. You painted yourself as the victim, and your response here kind of reminds me of Logan Paul's first apology. Just like him in his first apology, you humble bragged in your response, and while you did admit that you shouldn't have done what you did, you still partially tried to excuse yourself from it instead of taking full responsibility. You also reminded us that you do this kind of stuff for videos on a regular basis, which makes you much dumber than Logan Paul. Except your apology is even worse because you played the victim much harder, and you haven't given a better apology to make up for it. Though you did remove this response, so it's a start, I guess. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like, and if you're new, subscribe. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I will see you guys next time.